candy, stuffed animals. Every kind of candy you can imagine. It's really amazing. So I ran into my first chunk of kind of bumper to bumper traffic here just before my next destination, which is Norco, California. Now, Norco, California is a city with more horses than people. And all of the streets, it's in the code. All of the businesses have to have hitching posts, and the streets have trails out front. It is a horse town. So I'm pretty excited to go check out the thrift stores in Norco and see what horsey stuff has been donated. Because, you know, I'm a big horse person. I'm a big animal person. In case you haven't noticed, I love animals. But I used to raise horses. I used to raise thoroughbred race horses. And I raised goats, Nubian dairy goats. And now I don't have those anymore, but I do have tortoises, birds, guinea pigs, and of course my dogs. So yeah, okay, it says Norco is 9 miles away. Hopefully, this traffic, we're moving at like 20 miles per hour. We'll be there soon. I'm excited. This is killing me to have it taken so long now to get there because I really want to get there. And it is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have to watch the time a little bit because daughter made 7 o'clock dinner reservations. So I have to get to her, but she already warned me about 5 o'clock traffic in San Diego. So it's all good. I'm not stressed. I want to be there, you know, when she wants me to be there. But I'm not going to miss shopping in Norco. Not going to do it. I got to do Norco. I got to hit at least 2 stores in Norco. At least 2. We'll see. I'm going to shop fast. That last shop I was at, the guy did like to talk, and he was fascinating, and I like to listen. So that cost me a little more time than I had intended. But that was a really good stop, and I know I will be at that place again. So I'm very, very happy to have found that. Little Thrift and More shop in Yermo, California. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to the road, and I'll come back on when we make it to a thrift store in Norco. All right. Okay, I am here in Norco. Now, this Goodwill that I am at was not here when I lived in Norco. This is all brand spanking new, but it's still in the, not, so there's like old Norco, which is like really, really rural looking still and very, very horsey. And then you have like the newer Norco that's a little bit more conventional city. And this Goodwill sits just outside old Norco. So this should be good though. I'm excited. I'm going inside. Well, as you can hear, that music was a-blaring. I gotta say, this Goodwill was not starting off real great. I mean, I wasn't spotting anything, and usually I spot something, you know, when I first come in. I love the color of this, and I go to reach it, and it's plastic. So that's a no-go. I don't know who this cute little guy was, but he was cute. Now, something I do want to say, I hear a lot that some of you can't find anything to resell in your Goodwills. And I want to say there are things in this store that are resaleable. But on this day, as I'm looking for things that are special. I'm looking for things that are treasures on this trip. If I really, really needed inventory to sell, I could find things in this store. I just want to say that, like this hedgehog plate. Even though that came from Hobby Lobby, not everyone has a Hobby Lobby. Not everyone goes to Hobby Lobby that has a Hobby Lobby, but many people would love a cute little hedgehog plate. So you got to be thinking kind of that way if you're struggling to find inventory, is maybe think a little bit outside of looking for the extra special and look for the bread and butter stuff. But not big, huge, heavy contemporary art pottery. I'm finding a lot of that bubble glass, and I don't know who does it, but I found a lot of that while I was in Southern California. So now these shelves are just not exciting me. And I am kind of on a time crunch, so I'm going super fast. I am skimming. It's like speed reading, you know, where you kind of just, you go through and get the major points of the book that you're reading. So I'm kind of doing that as I'm shopping. I'm just really kind of looking for things that will jump out at me and say, look at me, look at me. Those canisters were pretty, and if I were home, I might have picked those up. It's something I could sell down at the booth. But I also know that I only have so much space in my little car. Neat vintage carved wood plate. It's resellable. It's just not something that excited me. So I'm going to jump over to the art. Well, not yet, because I'm first going to look at this end cap. Now, I saw these big blown glass goblets, probably Mexican blown glass, but that one had kind of a gigantic chip out of it. Now, I promise I'm going to go look at that art in a minute. I forgot. There was this shelf, which also didn't have a whole lot on it. I've got an empty cart right now. I mean, a totally, completely empty cart, which is so not like me. This book was huge, and I do like castles. I like the history of castles. I like the fascination of possibly living in a castle, but they wanted $25 for this castle book. So, we left that. Okay, now I'm heading for the art. Here we go. Not a whole lot catching my eye. Just the first thing I'm looking for is I'm looking at the frames. The frames are what make me look deeper into what's actually on the canvas or board or whatever it is itself. I'm looking for vintage frames. I'm looking for antique frames. I'm looking for expensive custom frames. And obviously I'm not finding too much here, but I did see these chicken advertisements, and I really thought about getting these. I really, really like these. These would have been in a feed store, and they show all the breeds of chickens, and I just decided they were so big, I didn't want to put them in my cart on this trek of the journey, so I passed on them. That was the most disappointing Goodwill I think I've ever been in. Wow, what a letdown. Okay, I have time. I'm gonna go find someplace else around here to go find some goodies. Like, that's crazy. All right, let's go see what we can find. Okay, well, Norco's a bust. I even came a little bit into Corona. I found what was supposed to be a Goodwill bookstore and donation center. There ain't nothing here. It's just a donation center. So I guess it's not meant to be, and I need to start heading to my daughter's. So I don't know if I'm going to stop again along the way or not. I might, if traffic gets really bad, I might pull over and search for a thrift store. We're going to play it by ear. think we'll still make it on time. It is 3:49. So it's 10 to 4, and I have 3 hours to get there, and I think it's about another hour and a half drive. So, let's go. Well, sometimes when you just resolve to kind of give in and just go with the flow, something just appears. I just found a big Salvation Army right off the freeway. So, let's hope this is where all the horsey stuff is. We'll see. Let's go in. All right. Well, the first thing I spot are these Bunnykins mugs, and Easter is right around the corner, and I am having a Easter spring themed live sale coming up here pretty quick, so I did grab those. I was intrigued by the extra large Kit Kat mug, but those only sell for like $10, so I left that. I saw the dolphins, but it said Fort Lauderdale, so I left that. But I did grab the Pug Yoga mug. Say that 3 times fast. Pug Yoga mug, Pug Yoga mug, Pug Yoga mug. They have some neat stuff on the shelves. I do confess, I did like a lot of their merchandise. I did not like a lot of their prices on that merchandise. Kind of reminded me of my home in Vegas. Going to the Goodwills, so like Pooh, $15.99. $15.99. What do you do with that? You can't. There's no room. You got to be a collector and want to buy that at the store. Oh my gosh, he's so heavy. He's so heavy. I can't. He's too heavy. He was a hobbyist piece, and he was cute, but man, he was monster heavy. These guys were cute, but very, very broken, unfortunately. Now, I'm really, really trying to be aware that I have an entire weekend of shopping to do and not to load my cart, you know, just for the sake of loading my cart. Again, super cute. Would have picked him up if he wasn't $10. There was 2 of them. They were $10 each. Yep, nope, can't do it. No can do. It was pretty, but it was very, very modern. Single shaker. I'm trying not to pick those up so much anymore. The giraffe was also very cool, but they had a big price on him too. I forget what it was. It was like $25. So I'm a little discouraged at this point. I'm just a little bummed out that I'm finding good stuff, but the prices are just not good for resale. And then I spot these. And I thought I picked them up because they had an interesting look. And then I noticed that they are Longaberger pottery. Now, Longaberger is known for baskets, but it's a very, very well-known high-end name. So for $3.99, I did go ahead and pick those up. I figured I cannot go wrong. And I'm looking a little more through the mugs. These were Disneyland. This was Grandma and Grandpa's mugs, which I found just a little bit on the sad side. This was just a little pottery mug, but it was a singleton, so I left that one. All right, let's look at some clear glass. These glasses with the cars on them were cool, but it doesn't really show in the video, but they did have some dishwasher fade to them. I'm just trying to spot something that isn't overpriced that I could make some money on. And then I spot this. I do not know who done it. All I know is it's very pretty and it's interesting with the stopper and the foot both being blue, and the price was right. So I did pick that one up. It was only $3.99. Walking by here, find a whole stack of Bunnykins. 6 plates for $12.99. I think I will do that. Over. I'm gonna find 2 more. Spot these little bone dishes. Globe china. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of them. $4. They're not bad, but I don't really need stuff like that. I spotted this cute little mug with an underplate. It is by Dayspring, really woolly, and it's got a scripture in it, and I do really well with scripture mugs. So I did go ahead and pick this up for $3.99. Plus, I think I may put this in my spring-themed live sale coming up. I'm not a Pyrex buyer. I looked at it, and the pattern was familiar, but I just... Pyrex does not excite me. It's heavy, and I will just leave that for somebody else. But I do like chickens, and I like colorful chickens, so I checked this guy out. But I decided he was a little too contemporary, and I did leave him behind. Don't be mad at me. And then I was spotting this really colorful owl down here, and he's also something from Ross. Because of his size, he would be so expensive to ship, I left him behind. Oh, but look who I spot here on the shelf. I mean, come on. Who doesn't need a Bob Ross Chia Pet? Kind of like this corn. Oh, it's an Avon. Who'd have thunk? I don't pick these up, even though they might be coming back in style. Just really hard to ship, and they don't sell for much. I'm trying to see how much it is. There it is, $14.99. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is a stone garden. It's got one little chip right there. Here's a stone garden one. He's heavy and he's chipped. Oh my. That's very sad indeed. What was that? Oh, he came off the carousel. Yeah, let's see what this... Oh my gosh, he's heavy. The carved monk. They want $12.99. Musical. Doesn't look that old. Let me give you a hand. These are quite interesting. These Inglay plates. They were $10 each. They don't sell well enough for me to deal with those. Remember, something has to sell for enough money to make the hassle factor of shipping worthwhile, and the bigger and bulkier the item, the more the hassle, the higher your profit margin needs to be. I did like these cut to clear goblets, but I did decide to leave them behind. I found these interesting, but when I picked them up, they had absolutely no weight to them at all. And that was a cute little set, but again, they had a big price on it, so I didn't even pick it up. They got this whole shelf of glass, which you would think would be truly exciting, but their prices were not exciting. But I did spot this purple bottle. Now, it would have had a stopper, so that's kind of a bummer that it doesn't, but that is a real silver overlay. And I'm kind of toying with the idea of doing a purple themed live sale. If I can find enough stuff, I think that would be super fun, because I watched Misty over at Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. There we go. She did a green themed sale, and that was just so fun. So I'm kind of thinking about doing a purple one. Let me know what you think in the comments if you would like to see like a purple sale. Just something to mix it up and have some fun. These were super pretty, but they also wanted $10 each. And because they're so heavy, I decided that I needed to leave those behind. I believe these plates are Westmoreland, and they don't sell for a ton of money. And again, they had a big price on them. The metals spot. This is pretty interesting. But there's no price. I wonder if they'll price it for me. I really like that. I really hope they'll price it for me at the register. There's nothing else in the metals that I can find. Be sure you stay to the end and you will see what I paid for everything and how much I plan to list it for or get for it. This reminded me of a Tohono O'odham basket. They use that material and that sort of a coil weave, so I did pick that basket up just because it really intrigued me. And so I'm looking at all the baskets because this is basket season. Easter is a good time to buy and sell baskets. But there's some interesting ones, but look, like that looks like mold to me. Eek, a little scary. And then I spot this one that has a little flower design all over it. But again, when I look inside, it looks just a little bit on the mildewy, moldy side. So we left those behind. And then kind of scouted through the art, but I didn't have a lot of time to really go through. This is a Susie Zoo, and I'm kind of thinking I should have picked it up, but I didn't. I'm just really thinking about getting back on the road at this point, and I'm finishing up here, ready to check out. Made me feel better. I spent, I don't know, like $53 there. She gave me the unpriced items for $2.99 each, which I'm very happy with. Okay, I have no more time to shop. I must get to San Diego. Oh goodness, I don't even know what time it is. It's gonna be a little over, it's like an hour, dash cam, hour and 40 minutes to San Diego, and it is 4:30. I should get there like right on time for us to go to our 7 o'clock dinner reservations. So I'm gonna boogie down the road and hope I don't need to make any more stops. All right, see you in San Diego. Okay, I made it. Well, I'm like a minute away. And I've never made this drive, and it's a little crazy. I don't know, I might be able to include a little of my dash cam footage of, like, it's all one-way streets and pedestrians everywhere. and it's after dark. I wanted to get here before dark, but I can't even tell you how excited I am to be here and to have my car to load up with goodies this time. Okay, my light's turning. Make sure I don't run anybody over. And it's so weird to be making a left turn into, it's, I don't even know what I want to say. One-way streets confuse me so bad. So bad. Because now I have to make a left, and I have to get over there, and then okay, it's okay. It's all right. You guys, and you can't see, unless I'm able to figure out how to do my dash cam. I've got this really fancy schmancy dash cam, and it records, but I haven't figured out how to get the recording to where I can use it, which is probably something I need to figure out how to do in case I ever really, really need to use it. Okay, I can see the parking here is going to be an issue because it is. So, yeah, okay. Well, is this guy just going to walk into me? Yeah, he looked like he was going to. Okay! I'm here! And so, and I gotta pee really bad, so. Yeah, okay. Talk to you soon. Say hello! Get in. Those are you comfy? You comfy? That looks comfy. You are the most chill cat. I just can't even with you.